In Deuteronomy 29, Moses leads the Israelites in a renewal of the covenant. Okay, he speaks to a new generation, those who were children or born during the 4 years in the wilderness, and reminds them of God's faithfulness and the seriousness of their commitment. Okay, so covenant renewal with the new generation, which encompasses verses 1 and 9. These are the terms of the covenant in addition to those made at Horeb. Moses reminds them, "You saw with your own eyes what God did in Egypt. Your clothes and sandals didn't wear out for 40 years. You had no bread or wine, but you saw God provide supernaturally. God gave you victory over Sihon and Og, and the land was given to Reuben, Gad, and half of Manasseh." Okay? Carefully follow the terms of this covenant so that you may prosper in everything you do. Lessons. Before receiving the blessings, the people must remember what God has done, what He expects, and that this covenant is for life and obedience. Okay. The second part of this chapter covers the covenant is for everyone, verses 10 to 15. Moses gathers all the people, men, women, children, foreigners, servants, everyone. Even future generations are included. "I am making this covenant with those who are standing here, and also with those who are not here today." Lesson. God's covenant isn't limited. It's meant for the entire community and generations to come. Third part of this chapter, warning against idolatry and rebellion, which encompasses verses 16 to 21. Moses warns, some may be secretly thinking, I'll be safe even if I follow my own stubborn heart. That person is self-deceived and invites disaster. The Lord will never be willing to forgive them. He describes it as a bitter root growing among the people. Small at first, but dangerous, okay? Lesson. God sees the heart, and He takes spiritual rebellion seriously, especially when it's hidden, okay? Fourth part, the future generations and nations will ask, why the destruction? Verses 22 to 28, okay? Moses foresees, if Israel turns from God and breaks the covenant, the land will become desolate, like Sodom and Gomorrah. Foreigners and children will ask, why has the Lord done this to the land? The answer, because they abandoned the covenant and worshipped other gods. Lesson. The consequences of disobedience affect not only the present, but the reputation of God's people in the future. In the world. Fifth part. The secret things and the revealed things. Verse 29. The secret things belong to the Lord our God, but the things revealed belong to us and our children forever, that we may follow all the words of this law. Let me say this again. The secret things belong to the Lord our. I will say it correctly now. The secret things belong to the Lord our God, but the things revealed belong to us and our children forever, that we may follow all the words of this law. This famous verse acknowledges some things are known only to God, but what He has revealed, His laws, His covenant, we are fully responsible to obey. Lesson. Don't chase mysteries. Focus on obeying what God has clearly shown. Okay? Exactly. You should just obey, not question it. Themes and lessons from Deuteronomy 29. First, remembering God's faithfulness is key to obedience. Reflecting on past provision builds future commitment. Second, the covenant is for all generations. Every Israelite is accountable, and so are their descendants. Third, hidden rebellion is still rebellion. God sees the heart and punishes stubbornness, even if it looks small. Fourth, your witness affects the world. Nations will see either God's blessing or His judgment, okay? And fifth, focus on what God has revealed. Obedience to God's word matters more than trying to understand all mysteries. Deuteronomy 29 is both a reminder and warning. You are entering into a sacred agreement with a holy God. Don't take it lightly, okay? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.